Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Wednesday live readings. My name is Sam Petru. Lovely to see you all there. Please let me know as you're joining that you are there. I can see that some of you are already there. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Kerry. Nicholas is there too. Kathleen and Linda. Hi, Haley. I'm well, thank you. Thank you for asking. I'm just having a quick read of all the comments. I can see that Leach is there. So there's quite a few familiar faces. Lovely to see everyone, and also quite a few new faces as well joining our community. Please be sure to invite your friends and family, tag them, share the video, let them know that we're here as well. That way they can all feel a part of the live and get their guidance as well. So as per tradition, I do like to catch up with you all midweek just to see how the energy is tracking, see how everybody's been feeling and how you're coping. For those of you that have followed my page, you probably would have seen our weekly guidance that gets sent out either on a Sunday or Monday. So this week's energy was meant to be very much focused upon having faith and trust that things were working in a way that we may not necessarily see. And it was about having that faith of having that support, seen and unseen. So please let me know how your week has been panning out and, how that weekly guidance resonated for you. We will be drawing some cards, though, just to check in on the midweek energy. And, of course, we will have some time towards the end to do a few mini readings for you. So stay tuned. And we'll see how many we can get through today as well. I can see quite a few of you are joining. Hi, Zoe. Lovely to see you. Irina's there as well. Kathleen, Linda. Hi, Christina. How are you? Mary. Hi, Mary. Lovely to see you. Melissa. Interesting to see that there's a bit of a lot going on for everybody in terms of how you're feeling and what you're going through. So just always remember that you're not on your own. It is sort of the energy at this particular time. Make sure as well that you do subscribe. Make sure that you do follow and like my page. This is streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. So be sure to find me there and on Instagram as well. Lovely to see you all. Lovely to see both familiar faces and new faces to our little community. So what I'll do is I'm going to give the cards a good shuffle, just a quick shuffle, just to see what we're told for the rest of this week and what you need to be mindful of, what you need to be looking out for. And we'll also then move forward after that and see what else we need to do today. Just giving these a shuffle. I'm using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland today. Just a modern take on the traditional tarot cards. I do have them both here, but I always tend to gravitate to these ones for our live videos. Lovely to see you all. Lovely to see you all. Okay. Now, the end of the year is fast approaching, so there's a lot of pressure on us at this particular time, definitely. Okay, shuffling, and here we go. Whoa, quite a lot going on. So for our midweek reading, it seems to be very heavily focused upon material and money. The first card to come up is emotional withdrawal. Then we have the card of movement, choices, and decisions. And the base chakra. Base chakra is all about, or more traditionally referred to as the root chakra. The root chakra is all about how we feel stable in our world, whether it's our job, our living arrangements. Now, with all of the cards that are surrounding, we're sort of being forewarned. I guess to be forewarned is to also be forearmed, meaning that, the more you know, the better it might be because you can start planning ahead. So if things have been a little bit difficult for you at the moment, the cards are saying that, sort of go with the flow, go with that energy, and actually make a decision as to where you need to go. It seems to be that certain decisions are being pushed back, and you might not necessarily be acknowledging what you should be doing at this particular time. So the energy in itself becomes stagnated, and you then start feeling trapped and like things aren't moving anywhere. So be sure to use the energy to your advantage at this particular time. Start planning ahead for the remainder of the week and as you move forward. I also feel that this really ties in very well with what our weekly guidance was about having that trust and faith with what is happening beyond, from what beyond you can see. Now, interestingly enough, the way that I like to describe this is that from a human level, we don't always understand what's happening or why it's actually happening, but the universe can tend to foresee and is putting us in line to our higher self and where we actually need to be. So take a step back, don't feel overwhelmed, don't let it make you feel drained, and just start planning more positively for the better in that particular way. I guess in saying that as well, for a lot of you that are quite sensitive too, we are actually heading into full moon energy in approximately the next 4 to 5 days. So we're still a little bit far away from that. But for those sensitive people, especially as the weekend starts to become a bit more closer, you might start feeling that urge from the full moon to let go of things that aren't working. Your sleeping pattern might also be a little bit disrupted. Are you someone that gets a bit disturbed from the full moon energy? Have you noticed that being a little bit prevalent in the past? The more that you know about it, the more you can use it to your advantage. But keep an eye on my page, because I will talk about the full moon in more detail closer to when that actually happens. But I like to take all energy into consideration when I'm doing our guidance and everything as well. So let's have a look now. We do have some time to do some readings today. I always love to give back. I always love to give a couple of readings away each week when we catch up on a Wednesday. So if you are there and you are guided to have a reading with me today, please let me know. Put your hand up by making a comment. I'd also like to remind everybody that my final sessions for 2020 are available on my website at sampetru.com.au. So please be sure to make an appointment for either an in-person session in Sydney. I'm based in Leichhardt, in Sydney's inner west, or alternatively, if you're interstate or overseas, or if you can't get to Leichhardt, consider a telephone, Zoom, or WhatsApp session as well. So let's have a quick look and see what everyone's saying. I'd love to be picked. I can see everyone's hands up. I would love a reading. Yes, definitely. Oh, hi, Brooklyn. Hi, Shanae. Kathleen's there as well. Kate. Hi, Kate. Starting to see all of my familiar faces and all the new members of our community. So welcome. Please be sure to like and follow, subscribe to my Facebook, YouTube channel, and Instagram as well, so you don't miss anything important. Okay. When I go silent, it's because I'm being guided, so please don't mind me when I do go a little bit quiet there. Okay, Haley, Haley Crowley, if you're still there, love, can you please let me know? Spirit is guiding me to you this evening. Please let me know that you're still there. Okay. I would like to take a very short moment. There are some people commenting for you to message them for a reading. Please report them to Facebook and block them. Do not trust anyone that messages you in that fashion. They're doing it in a deceitful context. So please do not acknowledge those messages at all. But thank you. Hayley, I can see that you're there. Lovely. Thank you so much, Hayley. I'm just tuning in to your energy. Just bear with me for a moment. I will give the cards a quick shuffle for you as well, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Lovely, Hayley. Thank you. Just giving these a good shuffle. Okay, Hayley, your dad's actually come through. Just bear with me for a moment. He's actually gone straight into the chest area. He's talking about the heart. So I do feel like it has matters to do with the heart coming up. I feel like he's talking about that you're feeling quite disappointed and that things may not be going the way that you had planned them to be going at this particular time. Because he's pointing to the heart center, I do feel like he's talking about something to do with a relationship, but I'm just going to double check with some cards as well. Okay. There's actually quite a bit going on, and I think I understand where that heart is coming from. The cards are showing that there's been a bit of a disruption in terms of a possible move. Foundations and Achievements usually talks about living arrangements. And then you've also got the card of the heart, which is all to do with the card of harmony and how you feel close in terms of a relationship and love. So for some reason, I do feel that Dad has tapped in on that energy, and I feel like things aren't going in the way that you had anticipated them to be going in. And it's leaving you feeling a little bit apprehensive at this particular time. I'm just double checking with Dad. He does want me to talk to him more than using the cards, so I'm not going to be acknowledging them as much, but let's see what he has to say. It's like he's saying that you're being pulled away, Hayley. That's the energy. It's like you've been picked up and moved. That's the kind of energy that's coming up there. But he just wants you to hold on for a little bit longer, and things are going to eventually work themselves out. But he's saying that you're feeling very ungrounded. I do feel like it has a lot to do with the whole move coming up. And I think that there's also, for some reason, relationships really do stand out. The heart is what he keeps talking about. Hayley, can you please let me know if that is making sense? Dad's quite direct with the way that he's sort of showing me these particular messages. But I always like to make sure that it's in context in terms of what you're feeling and what's going on with you. The heart center, though, seems to be quite disappointed. It seems like there's been an abrupt pulling away in that way. But many blessings, Hayley. Dad does give me reassurance that things are going to work themselves out, and that you need to just take a step back and to let things grow and manifest. But you take care, and you look after yourself, and Dad's sending his love and care to you. Thank you, Hayley. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for everyone's support towards Hayley as well. I can see in the comments, everyone's always very caring and loving in our community. Now, we do have time for another reading. If you'd like to, if you're interested in having a mini reading with me, please let me know, and I'll see if I'm guided to you. If I don't get drawn to you, please don't take that personally. It is just who Spirit guides me to, of course. Okay. Okay. Oh, Hayley, thank you for commenting there. Mum was told today she has a dangerous cholesterol and it tipped me over the edge, and she mentioned her heart. I guess that could be where that relationship is coming in from with what Dad was talking about. I guess your mother being quite close to you is something that isn't always the best to feel. I'm so sorry to hear that news, Hayley, but I'm sending much love and much healing to Mum, and I'm sure she'll be getting the care that she needs in the meantime. We do have a bit of a surprise visitor. For those of you that haven't seen my son, this is Sebastian. He's a bit of a show-off. He, anytime that I'm not paying attention to him directly, he will actually come and make his presence known. Thank you, Sebastian. And he's actually, funnily enough, he was kicking around. He was holding, well, not holding really, but he was pushing my beautiful selenite palm stone. I always hold my palm stones, depending on different circumstances, of course. Funnily enough, selenite is very good for meditation, keeping calm, and also finding grounding in itself. Very good for clearing as well. So maybe Sebastian's input there was to get me to talk about the selenite. And you might find that if you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed, that selenite is quite helpful for that. Please take a look at my online store as well at souluniverse.com.au. As it sounds, souluniverse.com.au. Thank you, Sebastian, for reminding us all about that. I find it so funny how things work out like that. But oh, and thank you. I can see everyone sending their love to little Sebastian as well. So we will do another reading. We will do another one. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Let's see who I'm drawn to. Thank you, Hayley. Yes, I'm sure your dad would be patting Sebastian. It's very sweet. Okay, I'm just waiting for Spirit to chime in. Sorry for my silence, everyone. This is how it works, though. Just hold on there, and we'll see how many of these we can do today. Okay, I'm actually being drawn to Kathleen. Kathleen, if you can please let me know that you're there, and we'll draw some cards for you, my love. Just giving a really good shuffle here for you, Kathleen. I'm giving these a really good shuffle, and we'll see what is happening. And Kathleen, if you can just let me know that you're there, love. Oh, wonderful. I can see that you're there. Awesome. Now, I'm just giving these cards a good shuffle. For those of you that would be interested in a full session with me, please take a look at my website at sampetru.com.au for final sessions for this year, including in-person and telephone, WhatsApp and Zoom sessions as well. Now, just tuning into you, Kathleen, just bear with me for a moment. Okay. I really love seeing all of the supportive comments from everyone as well. Lovely to see that. Okay. Now, Kathleen, the cards are quite interesting for you at the moment. They're showing me that energetically it feels that you're feeling a little bit isolated, but it feels like it's coming up in regards to closeness, like in terms of a relationship of some sort. You've had the card of harmony, which talks about a close relationship, and then you've also got the card that appeared next to it, which is trapped in fear. Trapped in fear is the way that we're feeling mentally. So it wouldn't surprise me by looking at the combination of cards that, there may be difficulty when it comes to a relationship or having a connection with someone in that way. The surrounding cards are talking a lot about you needing to make choices and decisions. And the choices and the decisions that you need to make seem to be, in a way, impacting how you progress forward with those relationships. So be aware that in terms of, being open to it, I do feel by looking at the certain cards that I've had to draw a few extra ones for you as well, Kathleen, because it looks like the situation is a little bit confusing. So I understand where you're coming from, where the energy is a little bit all over. You've actually got the card of emotional loss, which is talking about that you're not really sure what the other person or, what they're thinking or, it's like you're feeling let down, like maybe things aren't going the way that you anticipated them to be going. So the cards are really calling for you to really acknowledge the truth in what the situation is showing you. So if you're seeing that things aren't working, if someone isn't making an attempt for you, then this sort of is letting you know that, hey, it's time for me to acknowledge this may not necessarily be working, and it's important for me to step back and to remove myself from this situation. So, Kathleen, energetically, I do feel like it is a relationship that you need to move on from. You are being guided to continue to have faith and to be strong, that there is something better for you out there. So please take care and look after yourself. Please let me know in the comments how that resonates with you, Kathleen. But sending you much healing, and look after yourself at this particular time as well. Take care though, Kathleen. Oh wow, I can see that you're actually writing messages. Oh wow, so it does have a lot to do with a relationship. I can see there that you've mentioned that you weren't sure if he was coming back and things like that. So it looks like we've tuned in directly. And a lot of you have probably noticed with my readings, I don't actually ask for any questions. I've always been a believer that if the universe has something to let you know, that you will find that out organically during a reading. You don't really need to ask for it. And that's what's happened in both of our little readings today. I'd like to thank you all for, and thank you as well, Kathleen. You're very welcome, my love, and sending you much healing. Thank you so much for your feedback as well. Yes, it makes sense. I just miss him and not sure if he's coming back to me. He's still talking, but pushing me away. So those are the signs that the cards have picked up on energetically. So look after yourself there, Kathleen. And I would love to thank everyone as well for sending so much love to all the readings, to everyone that has been chosen today. It's such a humbling experience to see all the love being shared from everybody as well. Please be sure to follow and like my page on Facebook, Instagram, and also on my YouTube channel. For final appointments this year, take a look at my website at sampetru.com.au. And also share my page, tag your friends, let them know that we are all here connecting every week. And subscribe to my newsletter to get guidance and exclusive content as well. I really would love to thank you all again for being a part of it today. Look after yourselves, and we'll definitely connect again another time. But for now, I will send you much love, much healing, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye for now. Take care.